Welcome to GTM Education, and today we're going to look at how to use Corbettmaths of the Seneca to get a grade 9 in GCSE Maths. So I would state that this will be one of the most important videos you will watch, and further down the line more and more important videos in different categories. So the presentations are purposely not done in detail. That is something that is very important. I am not someone that's going to just list a lot of things in the presentations where you're just going to just blatantly read. That's not what my purpose is. My purpose is for you to focus on your attention on what is being said, because what I'm being said is something that you should be able to get inside your brains, because it's something that will be very essential. And I would urge you to turn your captions on to hear and read at the same time to see what I'm saying. And going back to that previous point I made, it's about being very active when it comes to your learning, not being passive. So when you have your captions on and you read at the same time what I'm saying and listen to what I'm saying as well, rather than just reading from a presentation. If you're physically seeing what I've been saying below on the captions, it's something that will be very useful, and it will get inside your brain as well. So there are some important things that you have to consider when watching this video. There are some important things that I urge you to do before you go into the interesting part, specifically whatever topic this video is about. Before we get into that, I would urge you to listen to what I say in this video and make some notes as well, rather than just listening, being very unfocused. We don't want to see that. I would urge you to sit down, have a laptop in front of a table, and have a pen and paper, getting ready to make some notes as you listen and watch my video. Or I would urge you to watch this video first, then watch it again and make notes. And another thing is I tell you to adjust the speed, because some of you guys may think I'm speaking too slow and it is getting boring. I've done this in a number of videos. When I watch a video, I find it too slow, so I increase the speed on the video to times 1.25, times 1.5, times 2, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't realize the thing that we're always losing is time. Every second goes by is time that is being wasted. So if I'm speaking too fast, on the other hand, you can do the opposite according to your preference by changing to times 0.75, times 0.5, and times 0.25 as you get the picture. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about the amount of times you watch this video. It's about gaining this knowledge, using this knowledge, and making an impact on yourself and making a change and really getting closer and closer to what your dream and passion is. So that is very important. These are important things that you must consider, and I urge you to take this advice on, because I do not want to see students that just wake up and watch this video, or when I see students eating breakfast and watching this video, or when I see students just not focused at all. They're going on somewhere on holiday and they're just watching this video. That's not something that I want to see. I want you to be focused, listen carefully, and focus on what is being said, and taking the advice and acting according to the advice I provide. So, are you guys ready for the lesson? Your focus should be on the video. Any distractions such as phones, laptops, consoles should be put away. I know some of you guys might be saying that you're studying and you're playing on your PS4 or PS5 or your Xbox, and you're saying that you're watching a video and you tell your parents you're revising. I've seen students do that. And another one of you guys, put your device on Do Not Disturb, because I see people just scrolling on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or any other social media while watching this video. And I would urge you to say that this is your loss at the end of the day. If you're not focused on this, there's no point of watching this video, and I would rather you save the video to your watch later and come back and watch it at another time when you're focused, because that is more beneficial. I don't want to waste your time. At the same time, you shouldn't waste your own time as well. So if you're doing something else, do not watch this video when you have the time, when you believe it's the right time, that you'll take on this advice and be very efficient with the way you're going to focus on this lesson and focus on the video. That is something that is very important. So let's get right into the video. So before we get into the video, many of you guys may ask me, who am I and why you should trust my advice? And in terms of the first thing is the fact that I have received a grade 9 in GCSE Maths as well. I was one of the first few cohorts to take the GCSEs, so I have the experience from what is different from 9 to 1 from the A-star, the old A-star system. And secondly, I do have first-hand experience. I have been in your position. I know what it takes to get a grade 9. I have achieved it myself in a lot of my GCSEs. So when it comes to GCSE maths, getting a grade 9 is something that I believe is very simple. And there is something that differs from me when you compare it to your teachers. They haven't been able to take the grade 9 to 1 GCSEs. They were able to have a lot easier GCSEs with the old A-star to F system. So getting a grade 9 is much more different. It's a different experience in my opinion. So I have been in that position, and I believe the advice that I provide will be very, very useful in the videos that you watch from me, and it is something that you should trust, because many of you may ask, who is this man, who is this person giving you advice? I believe it is very, very essential. And I have experienced what my grade 9 friends do. I've experienced what my friends that do not get a grade 9 do, or not even pass at the same time. I have been with a different crowd of people. I know what the smart people do to get a grade 9, what the people that are smart but don't put the effort in, that don't get a grade 9 or even get a grade 4 to at least pass an exam. So I know the whole spectrum. It's not as if I was someone that was just being with the people that was only smart. I was with the people that were also messing about as well. So I know how the things are done, and you may be one of those people that are messing about right now when your GCSEs are coming very, very close, and you may be one of those people that is working very hard, making sure that you get a grade 9 in GCSE maths particularly, and other subjects as well. So I've also used my expertise in experiencing it, in actually taking the GCSEs and seeing what my friends done that was right, seeing what my friends done that was wrong, and then I took it on board to start tutoring students to get a grade 9 in GCSE maths. And I've tutored students that have got a grade 9 in GCSE maths, and in other GCSEs that I've tutored as well. So I know that my teaching capabilities is something that has been very, very essential to the students that I tutor. So I have taken that advice, that recommendation for me to start a YouTube channel, to start expressing what the ways to do things, the secret tips that no other YouTuber will provide or your teachers will provide. So I have taken on board that advice and started a YouTube channel. And many may ask the question why this advice is free, because normally when you tutor, you do get paid beforehand to tutor a particular thing, to provide advice, etc. So this advice being free on YouTube, the main question could be something that runs through your minds: why this advice is free? Is this advice not as valuable as paid advice? That's not something that I'm looking to differentiate. I find all advices that I provide very, very important. Whether it be free or paid, the advice still remains the same. So when it comes to why it's been free, it's the fact that I want to change the perspective that getting a grade 9 in GCSE maths or any other GCSE is hard, because a lot of students are doing it the wrong way, learning the wrong way, understanding the topics the wrong way. There are a lot of things that I've seen that students, such as myself when I was in your position, have been doing things the wrong way and have regretted it later on down the years. And when you move on from GCSEs to A-levels to university and then to a job, these experiences is something that will be vital as you move along that ladder as you get older and older. So the way to be done, the way it should be done is something that I'm going to advise in this video. So you should trust my advice and you should learn from it and take on what's been said and change and act according to the things I provide you. So many of you may now start to worry that what I've just said, it might have hit you very hard, suggesting that maybe you've been doing things the wrong way around, but you do not have to worry, because life is difficult. And when it comes to GCSEs, that is the first big thing that a lot of students, literally any person, has suffering, found as a major hurdle in their life. Because when you think about GCSEs, it's a big thing, it's a big exam, it's a lot of exams, a lot of focus. And if you ask any adult that has studied, lived in the UK and has taken GCSEs, they'll say that's the first step to knowing what life really is. And that's something that we learn from GCSEs, but you do not have to worry because you may have had that reality check, but you don't need to worry because you will need to take my advice and change, because I believe that my advice is very, very strong. I've been told that you're a good teacher, you know how to express things, and for me, I'm not going to be like those YouTubers that have a lot of transitions, a lot of changes, a lot of things moving around. All I need from you guys is to just focus, and any video that provides advice that is very, very valuable will be something that will be taken on. So I do not really worry about making my videos look very aesthetically pleasing. I do not have that in my mindset. I do not have the time to focus on that. I rather focus on what is the best advice I can provide that can really be beneficial towards you getting that grade 9 in your GCSE maths. So to refresh your mind, I would urge you to do something active before you continue watching the video. That is something that I urge, because right now a lot of students, as I stated, are learning things the wrong way. A lot of you guys are doing still passive learning rather than learning actively, and that is something that I will touch upon later down the videos, or maybe in this video as well. So in terms of you guys, make sure you do something active. If you want to do something active, an idea that I would have is to give this video a like if you have liked this video so far, because that is something where you're physically having to escape from the screen. Go and clicking that button is something that is seen active, or you can have a walk around as well. But if you're going to go and give this video a like, if you're liking the video already, listening to literally no nonsense information, straight to the point, straight to the facts, I would urge you to subscribe to the channel as well, so that you don't miss future videos. I would really urge you for that, because I would be uploading on a consistent basis, hopefully. So if you subscribe to the channel, you won't miss future videos and the advice that I provide. If you find this video so far very, very beneficial, then imagine the advice that I provide in the further videos. And if you're subscribed, you will be one of the first people to access those videos. And people do pay a lot of money for the advice that I provide in my videos, so subscribing to the channel would be a good idea to get access to my videos for free. And the next thing, not just getting access to my videos for free, but being one of the first people to get access to my videos, because if you're one of the first people, you can take on that easier, you can act on that quicker, and you could be ahead of the other people. And at the end of the day, life is literally a competition. It's between you versus the rest of the people that are taking GCSEs for this particular scenario. Everything is a competition in terms of you always going to be facing other people. If it's an interview, if it's a job, if it's a place at university, if it's a sixth form you're going to apply for. So there are a lot of things where you're going to be competing with others. So subscribing to the channel and having that post notification bell on is something that will be very essential, since you'll be one of the first people to be able to click on my videos, watch my video, take on the advice, and be ahead of the curve. So that is something that you guys should do, so you won't be worried about what GCSEs or how it's going to affect you, but you could be ahead of the curve and really ace those GCSEs, and in particular right now GCSE maths in this video. So the first thing that you need to know about is the secret tips on how to use Corbettmaths to get grade 9. And when it comes to Corbettmaths, it is something that is accessible to all students. Everyone has access to it. Everyone can access it for free, but the difference is how you use Corbettmaths, and that's the difference between the grade 9 students, the grade 5 students, and so on. So it's dependent on how you use Corbettmaths to get a grade 9, and I believe the method that I teach you, the secret method that not a lot of students know about to get a grade 9 using Corbettmaths, is something that I'm going to reveal in this video. So I would urge you to continue watching till the end of this video. Make sure you listen carefully, and as I stated at the start, make sure you take notes, listen carefully, and take this advice quickly and act upon it quickly, so that you'll be ahead of the other students. So in terms of the first step is the fact that after you finish the Seneca quiz, you have to copy and paste the title of the topic. So we will do a demonstration in after this explanation in this PowerPoint, and I'll show you guys how I want you guys to do things, and how to take on my advice and get that grade 9 and be closer to getting that grade 9 in your GCSE maths. So after you finish the Seneca quiz, you have to copy and paste the title, and as I mentioned, this is related to Seneca, so if you haven't watched the video regarding Seneca, then you should check out the previous video, or I'll leave the card at the top of the screen, or you can check in the description description for the videos with the links regarding to which topic. So I would urge you to watch that video. I think a lot of you guys will enjoy that first, then using this will be the most important things, and no point skipping, because at the end of the day it will be your loss. So you have to copy and paste the title of a topic from Seneca. So whatever topic you just finished learning, I would urge you to copy that topic. Or if you take a break halfway through, so you finish the Seneca quiz, you finish the whole section of not like a whole section, but one topic. After you finish it, you can take it some time, have a break, and then you come back to using Corbettmaths, and that's when you copy and paste the Seneca quiz. So you have to add Corbettmaths at the end while searching in the search bar. I'll show this all in a demonstration very shortly, but you have to add the words Corbettmaths so that Google will know that you have to go to Corbettmaths, and it will show the topic from the Corbettmaths website, and it will save you hassle from trying to find the topic. So if you don't do this, then it may be difficult to find the topic. There will be other ways I can teach you guys to find the topic that you're looking for. Sometimes it might not be 100% sure that it will show the right topic that you search in the Corbettmaths after you type the copy and paste the title of the topic, and you add Corbettmaths into the search bar as well next to it. So don't worry, I will teach you guys how to do this. I'll show a demonstration, so do not worry. But when you go into Corbettmaths, you will have to watch the video and watch it carefully, and that's something that I urge you guys to do. But I'm going to explain these guys in the demonstration, so do not worry about this. So there will be a Corbettmaths video. If you guys are familiar with Corbettmaths, you will know what this is. There's normally a video to watch. There's normally some questions to do, and that's speaking of questions. There is exam worksheet which I recommend you guys do, and you do the questions of the exam worksheet, and there will be a lot of things that I'm going to express to you guys in the demonstration video, which will be shortly presented in a few moments. But I would urge you to take notes of these things. As you're watching this presentation, you might have an opportunity to write this down on your notes or in your book, because that's why I first put this presentation slide first before I show the demonstration, because the key points are here. So it's something that you can follow as a routine. And if you guys haven't checked out my previous videos, such as the mentality video, one of the first videos that I released on this channel, it's that secret mentality that you must have. And one of those key aspects of repetition, one of those key aspects of practice is very, very important. So I would urge you guys to watch that video if you haven't. I'll put a card at the top of the screen, and you can also check out the description, and the other videos from the channel should be there as well. So do not worry, you have a great opportunity to get a great grade 9, and a great chance to get a grade 9 as well if you follow the steps that I tell you. And the one important step is the fact that even if you're stuck on a question, you still have to do the question. That's something that I'm going to express as we show the demonstration shortly, but this is a very important thing. When you're stuck in a question, you still have to do the questions. You have to assume it's as if it is the final day. It's your final exam. You have no more chances to look at the revision, nothing else. This is your final chance, and there's a lot of guys that I've seen, a lot of students that I've seen, a lot of people that I've tutored in the past have struggled when it comes to, when they're stuck on a question, you still do the question. A lot of you guys skip the questions, and I'm going to teach you guys in the next video how to use exam papers to get a grade 9 in GCSE maths in another video, in a separate video. But this is an important thing. Even if you're stuck in a question, you still have to do the questions, and then you go to the answers and mark it. So these are basically the few steps that I recommend you guys to do when using Corbettmaths. I've literally put this nicely for you guys in one presentation, and just for the few points so that you guys can literally copy and paste this. Or maybe in the future I could be providing the slides that I use, that I use, and I'll provide to you guys if you would like. But that's something that I'll work on. Maybe that I might be in the video shortly. I just have to do some work on that, and then I'll get some links accessible for you guys. So make sure you guys remind me if I forget to do that anytime soon. And when it comes to these steps, these are the steps that I recommend you guys must do, and that's something that I believe will help you get a grade 9 in GCSE maths. And now we'll transition to the screen recording, where I show you guys exactly what I'm going to do, showing from top to bottom, from bottom to top, showing exactly what I tell you guys to do. So as you guys can tell now, we have now transitioned from the presentation to the websites of Seneca. So we're right now in the home dashboard. So this is where we are currently. So this is where I'm going to show you. If I click this, or if you go to the accounts, you can find it at the top of the screen. You go to home, and since we're looking at the maths, in particular, we're looking at GCSE maths. So we're going to go to the recent courses. So you go over here. So as you can see, we go over here. And then we look at the courses that we have done. So we can check which courses, say you just finished a topic. So say I just finished a topic, as you can see over here, it shows, highlights that the little point over here suggests that we have completed some parts of this. And you can see there's an indication over here that which suggests that we have completed a topic. And this is the topic we have completed, straight line graphs. And it suggests that we haven't got 100% in terms of answering all the questions, but at least we are very close. At least we have this in our memory. We can go here to check assignments. We can go here to check wrong answers. And over here we got this to learn smarter. So I've explained all of this, how to use Seneca, everything in a previous video, in another video. And if you would like, I will put that on your screen. It could be the previous video where I teach you guys how to use Seneca. So make sure you use that, because there are some very, very important steps that I recommend you guys using in that video. It's a very long video, but as I mentioned, you can put this on ×2 speed. It should be done in half the time. But as long as you gather the information, that's what's more important. The videos are long on purpose because I explain you everything to the bare bones so that it goes very, very good for your learning. And that's something that I like to do to a very large extent, to express it very, very to the simplest stage, because a lot of you guys, I experienced it in my past as well when I was learning for my GCSEs. A lot of teachers do everything the simple way, but it doesn't come to help you when you do your A-levels. It doesn't help you when you go to university. So it's very, very important to learn everything the proper way so that it'll help you in the future. That's what I like to do. So that's my explanation of Seneca. If you need to check that video out, that will be on your screen somewhere, and it will be in the description as well, so please do check that video out. So since we've done this straight line graphs, as you can see, it's very simple to see if you've done a topic. You can check from a topic, say you finished a topic, and if you watch that Seneca video, we know that we finished the straight line graphs video. And as you can see over here, this is a straight line graphs video over here, lesson that we finished. So we can go to this lesson 2.4.1. So when it comes to this lesson, you can see it's 2.4.1 straight line graphs, and this is a topic that we've done. And now we're looking at how to use Corbettmaths to get a grade 9 in GCSE maths, and that's after using Seneca. So now what we do after we finish the straight line graphs, since this is pretty easy for you guys, the methods they do this, it's not like you're physically writing anything, it's not like you're doing it like it's an exam. So this is where I recommend you guys to get that Corbettmaths website. After you've done a particular task from Seneca, a particular topic, you now go to Corbettmaths. So I'll show you guys what exactly I would do. So you go to Google. So we go to Google. So we go to Google and we can see that we type in the word Corbettmaths. So this is pretty easy. You type in the word Corbettmaths and we go to the website. So this is the website over here, Corbettmaths. This is something that I recommend you guys to watch. There's a lot of things. If you want me to do, I can do separate videos on what I recommend for you guys to do in each particular topic. But this isn't the way. I do not want you guys to do it. This is the Corbettmaths website, but I would urge you guys to go back and do what I told you guys to do, which is copy and paste the topic that we just done. So you just done straight line graphs. So you go to Google, and then you type in the word. Straight line graphs. So you can just copy and paste it. So you can just do straight line graphs, and as you can see, it's one of the search results itself. It's straight line graphs Corbettmaths, straight line graph Maths Genie, so on and so forth. But we can go straight to straight line graphs Corbettmaths. So we go here, and as you can see over here, you got some important things there. And what I recommend you guys doing is look carefully over here. This is the practice questions, which are the exam questions. These are textbook exercises. So these two are two different things. There's the equation of a line. This is not what we're looking at. We're looking at straight line graphs. So we're looking at linear graphs. So straight line graphs in particular. So we can go to this thing over here. This is the website which shows you all three of the things. So instead of going to the practice question, instead of going to the textbook exercise, and instead of going to another topic for another exercise, you go to the one that just has the title and says Corbettmaths. So you go to this part. So you click this. When you go to Corbettmaths, this is what happens. You get questions like this. This is not exactly what I'm looking for. So we go back, and if you want to watch the video, it's on video 186. So you can remember these things. Okay, so let's go backwards. Let's go back one more time. And if you're going to look at drawing, this is the good one, because this is where I can explain to you guys where if you can't find a topic, what you're meant to do. So you got straight line graphs here and you got Corbettmaths. So what we're going to do over here now is try to find the topic. So we look for straight line graphs. Sometimes you can see that it doesn't always work. So the straight line graph is not working here, but the different similarity is the fact that it says linear graphs. So we can go to type in linear graphs, Corbettmaths, drawing linear graphs. So let's go to this practice questions at the top. So this is one certain particular way we can do it, is a click for questions, click for answers. But another way is to just go to the welcome tab. You can go to videos and worksheets, and if you guys remember from here, you can, if you cannot find it, you can just go and click Control 5 or Command 5, which I'm using right now. So you can type in a particular thing. So let's type in what we're looking at. So we're looking at straight line graphs. So there's only one watch here, so let's go back and type in straight line graphs. Yep, so we got line graphs here. That's one match perfectly. So we can now go to the particular topics in video 160 and video practice questions as well. So this is exactly what I want you guys to do. So we first watch the video. So you go to the video, it's pretty simple. You go here and it's from the Corbettmaths YouTube channel itself. There's one video here, watch this and make notes. Listen to what he's saying, learn from what he's saying, and make sure you utilize this to the most of your abilities. I think this and this are the same thing. It's the same video again, but one's on YouTube and one's on the website itself. But make sure you just click both and then check they're both the same video and just watch one of those videos and make notes. I recommend you guys do that. If you guys want me to do particular topic videos, that's something that I might do in the future. Let's see. If I've heard a lot of you guys do like the way I teach topics. I do tutor students, so it might be something where I could offer you guys some form of tutoring, something that I may discuss in the future. As let's see how these videos do in terms of what you guys think about it, and then we might take some steps forward in terms of the channel, in terms of making sure that you guys get a grade 9 in GCSE maths. So in terms of line graphs, this is the video, so I urge you to first watch this video. So you can watch this video. I do not want to get copyright claims, so you can just watch the video. It's very good. He's explaining everything to a very large extent. He's someone that is very capable of doing this. He's a very good teacher, and I do like his lessons. He explains this in an easy format for you guys to learn. He puts an exam question there for you to see how to do these things, but it should be very useful since you got the knowledge from the Seneca. So since you learned from Seneca, which is saying the score that we got was 83%, so your memory strength is there, but you increase your memory by watching the video as well, and that's specifically tailored towards exam questions. So now when we go to the back to the home page, so you can go here and you can go backwards if you can click back, or you can just click the close tab and you should see this tab over here for videos and worksheets for Corbettmaths. So in terms of videos and worksheets for Corbettmaths, what we're looking at is line graphs, and then we can go exactly to the practice questions. And this is basically the exam questions. These are two different things. So this is practice questions. This is where it says exam style questions. This is what I want you guys to do. This is a more important thing. This is a particular thing that we're looking at in particular. So I can go scroll this out a little bit. These are good questions. It's not a lot of time. It's only 5 questions. That shouldn't take a lot of time. 5 questions for a particular topic is a good amount of time to spend. I'm not telling you guys to spend 6 hours on this. No, I'm just telling you guys to just do this exam style questions paper. So let's go back. There's a difference between the textbook exercise and the, you can see this looks like a textbook for you guys. You can see the way the questions are scattered around. You can see the way things are shown. So it shows there's a difference in the way you do these. So that's very, very important. If we go back, and let's go back to the practice questions. So this is the practice questions, which is what I want you guys to do. Is exam style questions. This is very, very important. Corbettmaths here is a very nice way of putting an alpha sign in the word Corbettmaths itself, but when it comes to the exam style questions, I want you guys to do this properly. As you've seen in the presentation, I want you guys to answer every single question. A lot of you guys do not, when you don't know a question, you don't answer it. That's a very, very bad thing. Make sure you answer the questions. That's very, very important. Make the most out of it. Imagine, treat this as your final exam. And I will tell you guys in the next video how to use exam papers to get a grade 9 in GCSE maths, but it's very, very important to answer every single question, even if it's difficult. It's something that I would urge you guys to print if you guys have a printer, or you can use your school library. There should be an opportunity to print papers, and the school should allow you to do that, so do ask them. So there's an opportunity to do good questions. These are exam style questions, so make the most out of it and get the opportunity to learn and get the most out of it, and use these as a way to continue learning, continue thriving, and getting a grade 9 in GCSE maths. So this is how I urge you guys to do Corbettmaths. Very simple. As you go back, I'll do a quick recap. So you go to Seneca, very simple. Go to Seneca Learning. So we go home. We can go to the home tab. You can click this, or you can click this to go to the home tab. And if you go to the home tab, you go to the course that we're doing. So the maths course in particular, since we're looking at how to get grade 9 in GCSE maths. So we look at the topics we've done. You can see from here that the last topic we've done is the straight line graphs. So we go to the straight line graphs thing. Then we go to the straight line graphs and we click Command C, or we can do this copy like this as well. So you go there, and then you go to the opportunity to look at how to go to Google. So this is how you guys do. Go to Google. You can see there's something very good animation going on there, but you type in, you copy and paste this out. I'm gonna do it for you guys. Let's click copy paste like that, and the first search that comes is Corbettmaths. That's how highly recommend it is. I think most teachers express you guys to use Corbettmaths to make the most out of it, and a lot of tutors I've seen when I've gone to other tutors, seen what they're doing, they use Corbettmaths a lot. It's a very, very good tool. So you go to straight line graphs and Corbettmaths. So this is how your website looks like. So it's very important to find the ones that you guys are doing. So you're looking at straight line graphs, Corbettmaths. This is drawing linear graphs, so it's not exactly what we're looking at. But if we were to look at drawing linear graphs, if there was a particular topic in Seneca for drawing linear graphs, there should be, such as if you look at common graphs, if you have a deeper dive, it could be under the section straight line graphs too. And in that section, we will look at how to draw a linear graph, and there's exam questions in here as well. So make sure you do each topic after topic. Even if you use the exam style questions for straight line graphs, do not worry about doing another set of work. Just do a topic and make sure you do the so even if you do the exam style questions, if you were to look at Seneca and go to exam, these are exam style questions. These are different sorts of questions. They're asking you a little bit easier. So these are like your proper questions. So if you continue, and it tells you guys what to do, basically. It says what you guys to do. It tells you to write the equation of the line. So it gives you a lot of assistance. I don't want you guys to do that. Even though this is a good tool, I would like you to take it as if it's a real exam, and that's why I would urge you to use Corbettmaths. So we go to straight line graphs, Corbettmaths, copy and paste it, go to straight line maths, graphs, Corbettmaths, and you can go to the video. I urge you guys to go to the video, so we can go to finding the equation of a straight line graph, straight line video. So you can click the video, and then you can watch the video, and there should be a worksheet for you guys to attend. Or you can go the easier way, which is another way which I recommend, is just type in Corbettmaths, Corbettmaths. Then you go to the website, go to videos, worksheets, and thing. So you go to videos and worksheets, go all the way down, try to find your particular topic. So what we're looking at is straight line graphs. So we're going to look at straight line graphs. We're going to type in straight line graphs, but this is in the angles topic. We're not looking at a straight line in angles. We're not looking at 180 degree angles. We're not looking at that. We're looking at line graphs. So you can just type in line graphs. Here we go to this particular thing, and we know that this is the segment where we should look at. There's video 160. I urge you to watch the video first. Watch the video, make the most out of it, then go back. Then watch the practice questions, and this is more important than the textbook questions. You can do that another time if you want to do extra work, but this is a more important thing, and I urge you guys to do the exam style questions, and make sure you do all the questions properly. That's what I urge you guys to do, and make the most out of this exam paper, and make sure you answer all the questions. As you can tell, guys, I was losing my voice at the very end as I was just talking, so I just wanted to re-record this part and say my points. So as I said, use this exam papers efficiently. answer all the questions. Do not skip any questions. That's very, very important. And I'm going to tell you guys how to use this exam paper, how to use exam papers properly in another video, exactly what I tell you guys to do. But simple, do the questions and mark them. But if you want to check out the next video, which I'll do like a intro to it straight after this, make sure you guys do this properly and get that efficiency going and effectively use Corbettmaths after you used Seneca. So if you enjoyed this video, you'll also enjoy the video on your screen as well. And that video is how to use exam papers to get a grade 9 in GCSE Maths. And this is something that I just mentioned in this video right now in terms of using Corbettmaths, but I'm going to teach you guys the secret tricks, the tips and tricks to get a grade 9 in GCSE Maths and how to use exam papers effectively. That's a key word. Everyone can use exam papers. Everyone has access to those. Your teachers have access to those. You can get this anywhere, but it's how you use these exam papers to get a grade 9 in GCSE Maths, and that's something that I urge you guys to a very, very large extent. So I will teach you guys the tips and tricks on how to do that. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the video on the screen on how to use exam papers to get a grade 9 in GCSE Maths. And if you want to check out any other video out, it should be in the description, or you can go and check out my channel and the videos are there for you guys to use. So thank you for watching.